wanted to make an update video to catch you up on all of the things that are going on behind the scenes, what our plans are moving forward, and where we are at with the property. So as of right now, there are so many things in progress. That's what I keep telling myself. They're in progress. And although they're not making progress as fast as I had hoped and expected, there is going to be a lot of progress in the next few weeks, but there's not going to be a lot of things that we can film because we are staying in New Jersey in our condo while we wait for the property to become habitable. So basically, the tiny house was transported down there right before Thanksgiving. They dropped it in the middle of the property, in the driveway, and there it sits. We were supposed to have the trees cleared out from the left side of the property. First, it was supposed to be like a month and a half ago, and then it got changed because we were waiting on permitting, and then it was supposed to be like 2 weeks ago, and it keeps getting pushed back because of weather. And the unfortunate thing is that we could have had our septic installed last week, but the trees have to get cleared out first. So the septic is going to get pushed back another 5 or 6 weeks. And we need septic to be able to move on to the property. And I'm in the process of sorting out the well installation, and the well companies, most of them don't even call me back. The one that called me back is booked out until the beginning of February, like the first couple weeks in February. So our timeline keeps getting pushed back. I keep telling myself, just another couple weeks and we'll have things sorted out, and then we can move. And then we can start working on the property. And then we can start establishing our lives in Florida and get jobs and really start the thing that we've been looking forward to. But the name of the game right now is patience. And that is my word that I keep telling myself over and over, patience. Because I think a lot of what you see on YouTube of people, buying property and setting up RV sites or like going off grid, everything sort of happens in YouTube time, which is like a time warp, but in real life time, it's a very long and tedious, rather frustrating process to figure out the logistics of all of these things, to get all of the permits, to get all of the contractors, to get the weather to cooperate. Like all of these things are just turning out to be so much more complicated than I had initially anticipated. So things are happening. They're just not happening as quickly as we would like. And as far as the Scamp goes, we still don't know exactly what we are going to do. It is parked in the corner of Patrick's parents' yard, just sitting there waiting for us to figure out if we're going to be able to bring it down to Florida, if we're going to be able to get somebody to fix it down there. That's still kind of hanging in the balance. And a lot of that depends on a bunch of other things. So multiple steps and kind of a lot of stuff up in the air that we're trying to sort out. We are not able to travel because we don't have the Scamp, and the process of setting up this property, of buying the property, having the septic and the well and the electric and the trees cleared is incredibly financially intensive. This is definitely the most expensive year of our lives. And that has been really something that we've had to kind of like focus on. And we're not doing weekend trips like we normally would. And I really miss traveling, because traveling is my coping mechanism. When things get stressful and I feel frustrated, I book a camping trip. But right now, that just is not possible. So just trying to keep ourselves focused on the really big goal, the goal that we've been working on for a decade and that is moving to our own property in Florida where I can have a garden and we can have fruit trees and we can have chickens and we can live in the tiny house and do all of these things that we've been spending so much time preparing for. It is coming. But in the meantime, between now and who knows when in February, we're pretty much in a holding pattern. The most exciting thing that I do on most days is make lots of phone calls and emails and talk about permitting. So I totally understand why people buy property in the middle of nowhere so that they don't have to deal with code enforcement or zoning or any of those things. So rather than try to fill the space between now and whenever we actually move down to Florida, we decided that we're just going to put our YouTube channel on hold for a little while. I'm going to get a break from filming and editing videos, at least for YouTube, and just focus on preparing and getting everything ready for the move. And when things get exciting and we start doing the things that we have been talking about, then we will come back and you all can come along with us and really get to see what this process is like and how we acclimate to life in Florida. But until then, we're just going to put things on hold for a little while, take a nice little break, and we will be back with you as soon as things start rolling. I am hopeful that soon things will start moving forward and we'll be able to get back to sharing this process of establishing our new property and becoming farmers, basically. All right, so be well, take care, and we will see you very soon.
About you and me, the injustice, the next president to be, the news and what you hear, your career. It's time for you to face those fears, and it's all fair to be aware, and I'll be there. So don't be scared. Just take a deep breath of air. And 1, 2, 3 to 10, you begin to focus again.